Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to some. This is a faith moment, and I am your servant. Beloveds, have you ever had the opportunity to just, after graduating college and understanding that you are excited about Monday morning, you're excited about Tuesday morning, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Why? Because you have new interviews in corporate America, and all of a sudden you're making those destinations in the midst of how you're getting ready for your interviews. And as you go to your Monday through Friday, getting ready and you're excited about what's about to happen, you discover you're denied your destiny. And in the midst of that, beloveds, that's how we see David in 2 Samuel chapter 7, in the midst of understanding that he is a man after God's own heart. And we discover that in the midst of the Ark of the Covenant, all David wanted to do was bring it together to Jerusalem. And in the midst of that, God allowed David to understand there's a denial in place. And I want to encourage you, in the midst of this denial, it doesn't take away your destiny. And every now and then, beloveds, we got to understand, just like when we go through the denials of life, God allows us to see the things that God sees and not what we see. And that's just like David. David wanted to do the things, even though he was a man after God's own heart. He was also possibly looking at the opportunity to say, okay, I'm going to do this for God. I'm going to put the covenant right there in Jerusalem, in the center of everything, so everyone can recognize me. And I want to encourage you, beloveds, understand God is a jealous God. God is in love with you. God gave his only son. In the midst of your sin, in the midst of my sin, he allows us to understand, had it not been for the Lord on my side. Well, beloveds, God has a better plan for you. And when you understand the story, and when you understand 2 Samuel and how we see chapter 7, God shows us that David had a destiny. Why? Because we see his descendants. We see the descendants, and one of those descendants is the one who hung, bled, and died for me, the one who sent his perfect blood on Calvary. And in the midst of Calvary, he rose on the third day with all power in his hand. He took back the keys of heaven and hell. He gave me everlasting life. Not only everlasting life, but he gave me the blessing. He gave me the promise of Abraham. He gave me the promise, knowing that in the midst of my denials of life, God allows me to learn the lessons of life. And beloveds, that's a joy. And I want to encourage you on today, God has a better plan for you. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth community, come on out to Faith Christian Baptist Church, 813 Brown Trail. 813 Brown Trail, Sunday morning, 10:30 a.m. at the Mountaintop Experience. That's Faith 13 Brown Trail, 813 Brown Trail, Faith Christian Baptist Church, 10:30 a.m. Sunday morning for our Mountaintop Experience. Until we meet again, this is a faith moment. I am your servant. God bless you.